Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the first time AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you. Charles, what a turnaround they've had down in Houston. 4-12 just 2 seasons ago, 11-5 with a wild card loss last year, and now here they are in Super Bowl 54.
We know the city of Houston pretty well, right? Because it's hosted Super Bowls. What have they hosted? 3 so far in their history? The Oilers prior to. Now, of course, the Texans. Neither one of them has ever played in the big game. So that city's got to be out of its mind. I mean, think about how excited they are to have the Texans representing in the Super Bowl. They've been good recently. Now they got over the top, have a chance to take home the Lombardi Trophy.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. I know one thing, they'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego. There was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
Clock now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Back 6-6, pull it high. Twitch. Watch the twitch. 5-7. Check 26, check 26. Bang, 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 bang. Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Go, go. Slam, slam, slam. Watch the safety creep.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
So we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Deuce, 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 deuce.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Switch, switch, switch.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check 15. Let's climb 2. Let's climb 2. Check 43. Hey, watch edge, watch edge. Showing it, showing it. Check 9, check 9. Kill. Switch. Here we go. Okay.
Snap coming at 1. Now wins. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Down the man inside, down the man. Check.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 15 now. Locke. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
70, Indy. Check 24, check 24.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And some space here. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a gain of 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Go. Check, check. 3 down, 3 down. 5.
Now on first down, Drake again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. Here we go, here we go. Shoot.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Texans 3.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 2 right here. 2 little top cut. Alert. No. Flare. Chance. Check safety. Check 57. Man 5-7. Kill. Undercrush. And ram. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Check your hot read. Check the other side.
On second down, here's Mixon.
Bro.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
It's fourth down.
52. Hey, box drop. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 31. X3. 218. Chopper. Under 10. Leo. Check 3. Come on now.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Topper.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at the 20. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 3. Ship.
They'll run on first down. Drake. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ship. Mike 28. I got you. Slam. Now. Ready.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Here we go.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Kill. Smooth. 28. Get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ryan Kerrigan able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going in.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me. It's just me. It's just me and you. Bravo. Check 4. Hey, 52, right 52. Go. Go. 52's the mic. Watch it.
Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's taken it around the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Down. 60 yards.
On first down, it's Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On first and goal, Drake. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help again.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Latavius Murray in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Lefty. Lion. Switch. He's coming. We got your shift. Ramp. 49, check 49.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 17.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full. Hey, orbit.
Working from the gun, Wentz.
Hey, let's get in there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24. Texans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? From the 27, Wentz. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Wentz now to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Protein spill. Hustle, hustle.
Right back to Drake. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Drake. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
Here's Murray running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go with Murray again, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really...
It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All right. Yeah.
The Again, it's Murray. Shreds the tackle. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the edge.
They'll run with Drake. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Go.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Running, it's Drake. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Tight dog.
Topper! Out! Hey!
Motion, check. Shift. 53 is the mic.
Shoot!
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Mixon with a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DJ Chark, 45 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go! 60 or.
Double tight. 3 down.
Go!
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team